6:43, it is Wake Up Kenosha, AM 1050, WLIP. Well, we're all talking about getting healthy, wanting to not only get healthy, but stay healthy. And right now, we're all kind of having to stay at home. It doesn't mean, though, you have to put on the quarantine 15, as they call it. So here to tell us about that is Cheri Stoka from Weighless MD and Wellness. Cheri, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Doing well. Thank you.
Good. So am I. The quarantine 15. I don't know if you've seen that circulating around social media, but, we're all kind of stuck at home right now. And boy, that fridge is awful close, isn't it, Cheri?
Yeah. And it's funny because we're definitely just getting a lot of people. There's just a lot of communication about people talking about that. So I thought, when we were initially talking about it, I'm like, oh, yeah, that could happen. But it seems to be kind of a concern for people, for sure.
Now, I started with Weighless MD and Wellness over a year ago. I've lost over 100 pounds, but it's been more than just the weight loss. I've learned a lot about my body and the human body in general, including the gut. I know that this is one of your passions because that's really where it starts when it comes to weight, when it comes to our immune system. If you have an unhealthy gut, you can be in really bad shape.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, and again, I do talk about this a lot. I mean, the gut is the foundation to your entire system. I explain it like the roots of a tree. If that is damaged, nothing else will thrive. Nothing will have vitality. It's really crucial, and it is where the immune system lies. So, and we can talk more about that, but there's so many things that we should be doing now that is so important.
Well, let's talk about an unhealthy gut. What are some of the symptoms that we should be looking for?
Yeah, that's such a great question because I think a lot of people automatically think, digestive issues, so bloating, constipation, but it's so beyond that. I mean, reflux is a gut issue. Food sensitivities is a gut issue. If you have chronic infections like yeast infection, if you have acne, sinus infections, that's a gut issue. There's so many things that are tied back to that, and we just don't think about that.
What causes that imbalance in the gut?
Yeah, so I think it's important to take a step back and just, make sure that everyone understands that our body is made up of trillions of organisms. It is made up of bacteria and fungus and actually viruses and yeast. And we are made up of more bacterial cells than we are human cells. So organisms are good. They are a good thing. I think I just read that like 85 to 90% of all the organisms externally and in our body are healthy. They serve a purpose. So we have to create that balance in our body. The majority of organisms definitely are in our gut, and it's there to protect us. But over time, due to so many different things, and the big thing is over-sanitizing, antibiotics, things that kill those healthy organisms are setting us up for further issues.
Well, and we could really delve deep into that because we are right now with this COVID-19 outbreak, we are super sanitary. Like I was telling you off the air, I was at the grocery store the other day as the checker is spraying down the conveyor belt and saying, oh, you can put your groceries on there, it's clean. And I go, yeah, I think we're all, quote unquote, as clean as we have ever been. But there could be a side effect to all that, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's something that actually concerns me quite a bit because now this is worldwide. We're all going to be hypersensitive. And don't get me wrong. I mean, obviously, we have to be diligent right now. We have to be smart and do all of those things. But this cannot be part of our lifestyle. We cannot be afraid to play in the dirt and touch things. Like, that's what keeps us healthy. I mean, we need that diversity. So I feel like, everything's going to be, we're going to end up getting something else because we're now creating all the healthy stuff that protects us. So I think, we're going to be developing programs to basically help build that gut bacteria and that immune system, because this is an education part now. This is education that needs to get out there.
Talking with Cheri Stoka, Weighless MD and Wellness at weightlessmd.com. Well, we just got a couple of minutes left, but I want to ask, when you think gut health, you hear about probiotics, prebiotics. Fill us in on those and what benefits they might have for us.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think people are pretty familiar with probiotics, right? So it's healthy bacteria. That's why you take it. You are assuming that the bacteria in that probiotic is what your body needs. It's a beneficial bacteria. But here's the kicker. Not everyone does well with a specific bacteria strain. There's so many different ones out there. So we have to be strategic in how we do that. The other very important piece is a prebiotic feeds the healthy bacteria. It is the food for the healthy bacteria. So if you have not cultivated your environment, it's like, I always give the analogy, it's like throwing seed on dirt. A probiotic is never going to help if you're not cultivating, eating the right foods, and nourishing your body in order for it to flourish. So they're both super, super important. But again, you have to kind of know what you're doing.
All right. Always good information from Cheri Stoka, Weighless MD and Wellness. By the way, if you start at Weighless MD, you will know what you're doing because it's an educational experience along with all of the benefits. Like I say, I've took off over 100 pounds, keeping it off, and I reach down to that well of knowledge every day, Cheri. Now, if people want to get more information, you can do virtual appointments. You can still start a weight loss plan right now, even though we're hunkered down at home for the most part.
Yeah, absolutely. It is so important for us to be able to stay connected with not only our community, but with our patients. So we've really gone online we're still seeing patients. We're obviously, selective hours and things like that. But we have online programs. We have created all free programs on our website. So definitely either give us a call, go to our website. There's so many different options for people right now.
Cheri Stoka, Weighless MD and Wellness, weightlessmd.com. What's the phone number, Cheri?
Our phone number is 262-226-2046. We will be in today, so you can give us a call.
Very good. Cheri Stoka, Weighless MD and Wellness, Southport Plaza in Kenosha and in Brookfield. Cheri, appreciate it. We'll talk to you next Wednesday morning.
All right. Thanks, Pete. See you soon.